the purpose of this video is to talk about why I barely talk about experimental blockchains or alternative currencies. It's not because I don't believe in most of them. Well, basically, most of them don't literally have any fundamental value. Bitcoin has a fundamental value. Most of these alternative currencies, and I'm not going to name names because this is a pattern. This is what I realized way back in 2017 when I started following crypto and I started delving deeper into crypto. I realized that it was all promises and fail. It was like we promise we are going to change this, we are going to do this. Then along the line, you follow this company, and in moments of futility, they just die off. You don't hear from them. It's like 90% of all companies are going to zero. You understand? Is you have to understand that if you don't have insight into the company, you understand, anything can happen. You see, anywhere there's money, the ethics of people are compromised. You understand? So you always have to understand that money has this influential instinct that tends to jeopardize the very ethics of people. So try your very best to, if you're following any experimental blockchain, like let's say Shiba, right? Ask yourself, what's the fundamental value of Shiba? All I know is 0.000130 I've not really even read a white paper, but I'm not betting my whole money into Shiba or any other company or any other experimental blockchain. I'm not trying to name names to disparage on any company or trying to tear down any company. I'm just trying to say that you have to also be an insider with regards to what you know, and you have to improve on your knowledge because anything can happen. Nobody is bigger than anybody in crypto because somebody somewhere is smarter than you on the interwebs or the cyberspace. You understand? So you always have to be humble and always trying to update your knowledge and learn from people who are very better than you, far better than you. And this is one thing about all this decentralization is all this financial liberation is financially independent for individuals. You understand? Like everybody has the qualification to own your own money. You understand? Like, gone were the days that we thought somebody was better with money than us. Right now, information is all over the web, so you can tap into various knowledge across the interwebs. All you need is time and just improving yourself and learn the companies for yourself. And there's so many experimental blog. Name them. You can read through their white paper, and it's like once the supply of the currency is owned by a certain group, not all of them, then you can realize that well, there's still something fishy about. I'm not saying something fishy, but is the one thing about Bitcoin is the supply is known, 21 million. Is open. Everybody has a everybody has access to the supply of Bitcoin. So it's like nobody owns the internet, so nobody owns the internet of money. Bitcoin is not owned by one person so that a person can manipulate. Or the whole purpose of blockchain and the whole purpose of decentralization is for Web 3.0 is for humans. It's like all of us now have a stake on the interweb, so nobody can control. You see, where there is no control, like there is no power on anybody. Everybody has power. You understand? So that's the whole purpose of blockchain and decentralization. So basically, if I barely talk about it, other experimental blockchains, it's not like I really don't care much about them. I barely really focus on them because again, you can also create your own smart contract and launch it, and also have something to do on the interwebs or the blockchain. But at the end of the day, to each their own. Whatever you want to do with your money is up to you. But I would probably learn Bitcoin first if I was a newbie, right? I will probably learn Bitcoin first because Bitcoin is a matter of all cryptocurrencies. It has a market dominance. Dominance of I think 42 or 43%. I stand to be corrected on that one. Let me check. 40% dominance of, let's say 43% of, yeah, sorry, 40%. So um again, try and learn the matter first before you deal with the tentacle. So Bitcoin is basically the octopus and the other ones are the tentacles. So evidently Bitcoin is far superior. It's actual money, it's true money, because the economics is sound, the supply is sound, and the technology is resilient and very robustful. And it's hard to break this technology. It's hard to really withstand or probably impose human dispositions against it. It's very tough. It's like every day there's something new in Bitcoin. There's something like people are really they're trying their very best to maintain the very security and the integrity of this technology. That's the largest supercomputer right now. So there's so much facts surrounding this technology. It's like you can't do anything but just be part of it. It's just a movement. Just be part of it and appreciate technology because technology will eventually win. And if you want to trade, that is finance, right? So let's separate technology from finance. If you want to understand the money side of trading, blah 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 blah, it's up to you to also study it. Anything that requires money, I think it will be in your own best interest to learn it for yourself. You understand? Like once you outsource the risk to somebody else, you have to deal with the very repercussions of your actions. You understand? Like nobody knows much better about money than you. If you learn it for yourself, you understand? Like just basically learn crypto for yourself. So that's my advice to newbies and why I also barely talk about crypto. Sorry, other experimental blockchains. It's not because I'm not interested. It's just experiment. Most of them are just experiments. And if you are going to invest money into experiments, you have to lower expectations. Some will work, some will not. Just deal with it. It's normal. So until then, people have a nice time. Peace.